started slow. Which camp did you fall in?
Well, I appreciate the question, Kevin. I just personally wanted to come into the season ramped up and ready to go, in great shape, and just setting a tone for the year. That not only does it for me, but I think it does something for your teammates. But there's another side to this. The seasoning of a player is also important. A guy 10 years into the league, they're going to work themselves into a lather, and given the level of contribution that they make to the team, they'll be ready when the moments are biggest.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Chet Holmgren out there with Williams, and it's Williams at the small forward. And here is Powell. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. We know, Brent, throughout his career, Kawhi Leonard has always been sensational on both ends of the floor.
It's a great point, Kevin, and it's sort of making me think about history. You know how history can sometimes be boring, but it's something you should study. Kawhi Leonard is that kind of player. Young guys should be studying what Kawhi represents in terms of his two-way prowess, dominating on the offensive end, and just a menace on defense. So, kids, history is important. Study Kawhi Leonard.
Brent, Kawhi Leonard seems to be at his best. He is his most incredible when it matters the most.
Yeah, I think we sometimes tend to forget about how dominant Kawhi was in the performances at the biggest moments during the NBA Finals with his MVP awards, and it's mostly due to the fact that injuries have taken him away from those moments. But it's all in there. He is capable of dominating a game on both sides of the floor, Kevin, and I hope that there's another opportunity for us as fans to see him have one more crack at that, if not a couple more, before his career is over.
Pass to Leonard. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Harden the pass to Powell. Blocked again. Outside, Dort. Here's Holmgren. Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Holmgren. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Holmgren against Dunn. And here's Harden for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
And that's Harden. He can beat you equally off the dribble or off the catch.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. His last outing with 20 points. Dort against Harden. Shot clock at 5. Dort kicks to Holmgren. Leonard with the steal. And finished off by Leonard.
What a play by Leonard there. Gets up the court so fast, and nothing's going to stop him from finishing strong.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's the three. It's good from long range.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Harden. Zubac, a screen on Dort. Here's Harden. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Zubac has got his second basket of the night.
That's what Zubac is here for, making plays in the trenches.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shea a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Powell for three. Dort grabs the miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Zubac's defending. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. Buries the long-range jumper. Dort's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Oklahoma City. Leonard on the wing, beyond the arc. And the
just breathe whilst you're down on your knees. Just breathe, yeah, you just gotta breathe. Yeah, you just gotta breathe. Yeah, you just gotta breathe. Close call, Jack, you wasn't much fun, that, so I go back.
The starting lineup for the...
You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, B.A., proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. Chet Holmgren out there with Kenrich Williams. And it's Williams in at the 3, the small forward. They set the screen. Three-pointer, Harden. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
Yeah, they eked that one out. I mean, the execution was spotty, but they were lucky to come away with the win.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
Dort. Powell pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Dunn right side. Pass to Harden. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. Dort outside. Back to Williams. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander hits the trifecta.
You love how fast Shea Gilgeous...
Ay, give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait,
Soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring should be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem. Full of it, you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue. Yeah.
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose. Welcome to 2K Sports. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Holmgren is out there with Williams, and it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. Dort with the ball, and it's Harden picking him up. And Williams, here we go. Rebound by the Clippers. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Now here's Leonard. Good on the bucket.
Affecting that shot early on in his career. Kawhi loves to get to that one.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Holmgren the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now here's Leonard. Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Drops in the layup for 2.
Oh, that's great D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
Zubac, a screen on Williams. Zubac kicks to Leonard. It's Powell on the wing. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Harden's shot is off. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Holmgren. Now Williams. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Williams with the ball, guarded by Powell. It's blocked. Leonard, the pass to Dunn. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, Leonard drawing all the attention there. That's opening up some passing lanes, and guys are finding seams.
And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Harden the pass to Zubac. Clock at 6. Over Williams. And he gets it back. Kicks it out to Harden. Fires from deep. Good on the triple.
Well, you better be right up on James Harden or else he's going to bury these threes, and he will do it in bunches.
Bogdanovich against Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Harden. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Zubac finds Powell. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Zubac. L.A. has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The shot by Powell, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Amir Coffey's checked in for Norman Powell. The Clippers trail. Harden outside. Pass to Coffey. Bogdanovich with a screen on Williams. Coffey. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw tonight.
At the line for one, Ivica Zubac.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
The Clippers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And that one's good. Leonard trailing by 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023. So all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
And both free throws good for James Harden. When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brent, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin.
First free throw is good. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Here's Dort. Nothing on the board. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Harden inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
We talk about gutsy wins, and on a night like that in the last game where they just did not shoot it well, that's a steal during a regular season.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 14 points from him the last game against Phoenix.
Trying to improve every year, that's the goal of anyone in the NBA. Bogdanovich has great fundamentals to be able to do that.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. And the shot goes down. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Kawhi like a robot out there just shrugging off the contact. Beep, boop, pop, pop.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Clippers. Ben Simmons comes in for James Harden.
Substitution on the floor.
Simmons looking around. Williams against Zubac. Caruso with the steal. We've got a chance now to check up on Norman Powell's status. David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Clippers let me know the status. And from what he can tell, he said it doesn't appear to be a terrible injury. At such an early point of the season, it's a tough time to lose him. It's disappointing for everyone. Guys?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Back to Simmons. Pass to Bogdanovic. Batum screen on Wiggins. And here's Bogdanovic for three. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for Oklahoma City. They trail by 3. Williams finds Caruso. Wiggins sets a screen for Wallace. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. LA's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Thunder trailing by 5. Wallace dishes to Wiggins. Holmgren sets the screen for Wiggins. Good on the three-point shot. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Bogdanovic, defended by Caruso. 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Batum for 3.
Already set the summer league record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Here's Zubac, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Oklahoma City trailing. Wallace kicks to Holmgren. Holmgren sets the screen for Wiggins. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
They've been sensational on the backcourt to start this game.
Batum passes to Simmons. Pass to Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
Zubac really does have good hands and a soft touch near the basket.
Thunder trailing by 4. Wiggins outside. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. That free throw, no good. Well, Brent, Mark Daigneault was named the 2024 Coach of the Year. And not once, but twice.
Yeah, he won 2 separate Coach of the Year awards. One voted on by his peers, and the other one voted on by the media. What a remarkable accomplishment for such a young coach that has not only grown himself, but grown this team in ways that a lot of other squads are envious.
Now here's Simmons. hasn't made one yet. Pass to Bogdanovich. Fires the three. Thunder with the rebound.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Simmons after Oklahoma City gets the three. Batum finds Bogdanovich. Back to Batum. The layup off target. Here's Oklahoma City now. Oklahoma City moving it around. On the wing, Wiggins. Guarded by Powell. Holmgren with a screen on Powell. And they take the lead. Wiggins has got 7.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Powell, that's good.
Norman Powell has a lot of strength, and that time he played to it.
The Thunder shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. Wallace the pass to Wiggins. Holmgren with a screen on Powell. And it's Wiggins missing. And for the Clippers, they're shooting it well so far today, guys. They've connected on 48% of their shots. Now Powell. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Phoenix.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Over in the corner, Caruso. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Powell with it. From the arc. Traps in the tray. Powell's got his second bucket of the night. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Clippers on top, leading by just 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Batum in at the center. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. His three-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And a little slam dunk from Batum. That'll work.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 3-point game. Williams outside. The rebound by Harden.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against Phoenix.
Fought extremely hard to win that game. They were exhausted, you could tell, but you could see what that win meant to them at the end of overtime.
Now an update on the Ivica Zubac from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Clippers let me know the status. He told me it's a sprained ankle. Of course, those can be tricky. These early season injuries are tough to come back from, and it'll force them to change the rotation. They'll have to switch up all of those off-season plans. We'll see what changes they make. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Now here's Williams. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. Connects from three-point range. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
Has to be some expectation that Williams will take that shot. He has the green light from three-point land.
Harden kicks to Leonard. Powell for three. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Dunn with a screen on Dort. Clock at 4. Leonard dishes to Harden. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim. Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
That's his 3rd personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Dort at the line for 2.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Clippers have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Dunn sets a screen for Powell. He takes it in. Remaining healthy and rested has been, Brent, a challenge for this Clippers team.
Well, of course, Kevin, this affects every team throughout the course of a long season. But, yeah, the Clippers have had a really tough time keeping their stars healthy. Their fans have been patient. Their ownership has been patient. But patience runs out. At some point, you want this team to have that full health and that full run to maybe get after one of those titles.
And the first one at the line is good.
Now, Norman Powell settling in and understanding more and more of who he is at the professional level. He's a scorer, and he can shoot the 3 at a high clip.
And so Powell nails both of them.
Yeah, can't sleep on Powell defensively. He will step up and start to pour it in.
Outside Williams. Outside Dort. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Leonard against Williams. 6 to shoot. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, not a good idea to take a nap on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
And checking out some numbers for Leonard. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 23 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Harden finds Zubac. Three-pointer. And James Harden, good for 3. Harden's got 8 points.
And that's Harden. He can beat you equally off the dribble or off the catch.
Pass to Joe. Here's Holmgren. And here is Dort. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Dort's got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Thunder. For Los Angeles, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Leonard the pass to Harden. Holmgren against Zubac. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Holmgren.
An outstanding shot blocker. It's not just about Holmgren's length. It's about his positioning as well.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden is still a factor at age 35. He says, I'm more than a scorer, so for me, it's just impacting the game at the highest level. Kevin, he's led the league in scoring 3 times, but has also led the league in assists. So, it's pretty much true. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, don't forget, he rebounds as well as any guard right now in the NBA. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Now here's Powell. 9 points in the game so far. In the corner, Harden hits it from 3-point range. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Holmgren finds Joe. Here's Dort. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here is Powell. Over Joe. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
That free throw missing.
There's a lot of things that they love about Jalen Williams, but his polished all-around game is something appreciated. He can fill the roles and fill the holes for whatever they need to do.
And the Thunder making a change here. Williams is checked in. And he can't hit the second.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And there's an underrated scoring aspect to Norman Powell and what he can do. He can drive, get inside, or he can knock down a jumper. That's a tough cover.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall.
Wallace is checked in for the Thunder. And so Powell nails both of them.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Thunder trailing by 3. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Amir Coffey's checked in for the Clippers. Williams dishes to Wallace. Pass to Dort. Leonard against Williams. Shot clock at 6. Over Leonard. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Williams.
Yeah, as a shooter, Williams is fairly flexible.
Coffey passes to Harden. They set the pick. There's the drive. Up top, Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Dort grabs the miss. Dort's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena. The Intuit Dome.
Yeah, no more sharing, right? No more covering up Laker banners. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership group, and they made it happen.
And he makes the first.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Ben Simmons in for James Harden. Wiggins is checked in for the Thunder. Alex Caruso comes in for Isaiah Joe. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Outside, Bogdanovic. From downtown, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Now here's Wallace. No scoring in this one. Here's Caruso. Back to Wallace. Over Simmons. The Thunder with another miss. The Clippers trail. Dunn dishes to Bogdanovic. Dunn sets a screen for Bogdanovic. From outside the arc, drains it from beyond the arc. Bogdanovic has got 10 points in the game.
And Bogdanovic can burn you from deep, especially from the corner pocket.
Wiggins outside. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Coffey passes to Bogdanovic. Rebound by Williams.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And that one's good, Caruso. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. 10 points for him. There's the screen for the 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Tries from 10. That's good from Williams on the assist from Williams. Williams has got 9 points in the quarter.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
And Simmons kicks to Bogdanovic. Simmons finds Bogdanovic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bogdanovic has got it all tied up now for the Clippers. Caruso sets the screen for Williams, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And guys, that is down defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubats. And Los Angeles guys shooting about 42% so far. There's a screen. Done with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Done against Caruso. To the left wing. Here's Coffey. Still yet to score. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And that game against Sacramento, it will be the 9th bit of action for them during this young season. Every game a step closer to the finish line.
And he knocks down the first one.